I showed up for the family reunion I paid for, but no one was there. The restaurant was quiet. I called my mom, and she laughed, saying, "Oh, that was yesterday. We'll bring you some leftovers." I didn't say anything. But the next day, the police spoke for me. Looking back, I should have known something was wrong when I pulled into the empty parking lot. No family cars, no noise, no cousins pretending not to smoke, just silence. I double-checked the message. Friday, 7 p.m. Mateos, can't wait to see everyone. Sent by Mom. It was Friday. I was right on time, just 2 minutes late. I walked inside. The restaurant was open, but the private room I booked and paid for was locked and dark. The hostess asked, "Can I help you?" "Yeah, the Thompson party, private room." She looked at her list. That was last night. 16 people, big cake. Your mom brought name cards. I said, "No, it's tonight. I paid for it." She shook her head. "Sir, it was yesterday." I called my mom. She picked up, cheerful. "Where's everyone?" I asked. She laughed and said, "Oh, honey, it was yesterday. We thought you weren't coming, but don't worry, we'll bring you leftovers." She said it like it wasn't a big deal. I hung up. No one called me back. Then my sister Tina texted, "Bro, you seriously missed it. Classic. Don't worry, we saved you a roll." My hand shook. I don't know if it was anger or cold. I left the restaurant without saying a word, sat in my car, just sat. I had messaged Mom days before, confirming the time. They all knew, they just didn't care. This wasn't the first time they left me out, just the first time they were honest about it. I was always the backup plan, the one who didn't need anything, which meant I didn't get anything. When I got my first real job, I called Mom. She didn't say congratulations. She said, "Great, now you can help your sister with rent." That help became years of money, her rent, her bills, her car, her school, and she dropped out. Anytime I brought it up, they'd say, "Stop keeping score, we're family." But I wasn't keeping score, I was just tired of being used. I once sent $600 for Tina's emergency vet bill. That same night, she posted an Instagram story with new shoes, nails, and champagne. I showed Mom. She laughed and said, "You boys get so petty about money." Petty. I paid their taxes, her credit cards, everything. One Christmas, I bought everyone gifts. They gave me a family photo. I wasn't even in it. The worst was overhearing them talk about me. "Tina, he thinks he's a hero just because he pays for stuff." "Mom, he acts like a savior." "Dad, let him pay. He's not getting married anyway." Tina again, "If he disappeared tomorrow, I wouldn't even notice." I froze, didn't go into the room, just lay in bed, staring at the ceiling. When I stopped sending money for 2 weeks, Tina asked for rent again. I ignored it. Then Mom called. "Why are you being so cold? She's sensitive." I said, "I can't keep doing this." She said, "If you're going to punish us for raising you, maybe we shouldn't have bothered." That broke something in me. And now, a dinner I paid for, and they didn't even tell me. The next morning, I sent a message, "Let's meet at Mom's tonight at 7. I have something for you." No one asked what. At 6:58, I walked into my parents' house. They were already there. Mom smiled. "We weren't sure if you'd still be upset." Tina said, "We didn't mean to hurt you. Thursday was just easier." I put an envelope on the table. "What's this?" Mom asked. "A bill," I said. Dad laughed. "A bill for what?" "For the dinner." Tina rolled her eyes. "You're kidding." "No, from now on, everything comes with an invoice." Dad said, "We're family." I said, "The same family that left me out, that drained me for 5 years?" Tina said, "No one made you pay." I snapped, "Right, no one made me pay your rent, your car, your bills." Then I pulled out a list, printed records, proof of everything I'd given them. Tina laughed. "You're insane." "No," I said, "I'm protected. I filed a fraud report this morning." They all froze. Someone used my name to open a credit card, bought a new iPhone and a spa package. The address? This one. Tina looked stunned. I said, "The company's investigating. If you think I won't press charges." Mom whispered, "You wouldn't dare." "Try me." The room exploded. Mom cried, "You're tearing this family apart." "No," I said, walking toward the door, "I'm saving myself from it." Then something unexpected happened. My quiet cousin Luke finally spoke. I'd like to pay my share, for the dinner. Everyone stared. I should have said something. They planned to leave you out, joked about it. I'm sorry. I looked at him, smiled, thanks. And I walked out. They thought I'd stay quiet forever, but even the quiet ones speak eventually, and when we do, we don't whisper, we take action. The next morning at 8:17, my phone rang. It was a private number. Hi, is this Daniel Thompson? Yes, this is Officer Reynolds from the local precinct. We're following up on a report about a credit card opened in your name. The billing address is linked to your family. We'll be visiting the home today to take statements. Do I need to be there? I asked. No, sir, you've done what you needed to. We'll handle the rest. I hung up and sat in silence. This time, I didn't have to explain anything. The police would do it for me. No more pretending, no more lies, just facts. The visit didn't go quietly. My mom left a long, angry voicemail. Cops showed up early, before she had coffee, still in her robe. 2 officers, polite but firm. We're here about an identity theft case. A card was opened in your son's name and used for over $4,000. We need to know who had access. Mom replied, there must be some mistake. We're a good family. Tina tried to walk out, saying she had to work. The officers asked her to stay. She cracked in 5 minutes. It wasn't fraud, she said. He always helps. I thought he wouldn't care. Mom jumped in, she's under a lot of stress. But it was too late. They saw her phone and found messages she sent to a friend. Use my bro's info for the spa day. IDC, he's a pushover, he won't notice. It wasn't just a mistake, it was planned. Later that day, a detective called me. We have enough evidence. Do you want to press charges? I told him I needed a day to decide. That night, my phone blew up. Mom begging me to talk. Dad telling me not to ruin Tina's life. Tina calling me selfish. Funny, none of them cared when it was my life falling apart. The next day, I called the detective. Can we pause the charges? He said yes, but warned, this doesn't go away, it's on file. Then Mom called, voice soft, come over, let's talk. I went. I shouldn't have. Tina was curled on the couch like a victim. Mom looked worried. Dad didn't even stand. We just want to fix this, Mom said. No, I said, Tina did this. Tina snapped. I didn't think you'd go to the police. I said, that's what happens when someone's pushed too far. Mom grabbed my hand. We'll pay it back. Let's not involve the law. Funny, I said, you didn't offer that before the police showed up. Dad said, you're not perfect either. I looked at him. I'm not trying to be perfect. I'm just done being used. And I left. A week later, the detective called again. We received a payment from a joint account under your parents' names. Do you still want to press charges? I said no, but added, if she ever uses my name again, charge her. That was it. I cut them off. No more money, no more guilt. I was done being invisible unless someone needed something. I moved out of state 2 weeks later. Small town, quiet, half the rent, a peaceful place where I finally had space to breathe. I spent my weekend building furniture, listening to music I liked, and shopping for food I actually wanted. For the first time in years, I wasn't responsible for anyone but myself. 3 weeks later, I got a letter with no return address. Inside was a note and a check. The note read, I don't expect you to forgive me, but thank you for doing what I never had the courage to, Luke. The check was for half the dinner cost. He didn't owe me anything, but he understood. That mattered. I never heard from the rest of them again, not for my birthday, not for Christmas, not even when Dad had surgery. I only found out through Facebook. And honestly, good. They finally learned what it's like to live without me, and I finally learned how to live without them. People say blood is thicker than water, but they forget the full quote. The blood of the covenant is thicker than the water of the womb. Meaning, chosen bonds matter more than shared blood. I learned that the hard way. The last time I saw their faces was the night I left with the folder in my hand. Since then, silence. At first, it felt like punishment. Now, it feels like peace. A few weeks ago, I ran into someone from my old town. Hey, aren't you Tina's brother? She asked. I smiled. No. Because I'm not. Not anymore. I'm not the family wallet. Not the fixer. Not the forgotten one. I'm just me, and for the first time, that's enough. They thought I wouldn't survive without them, that I needed their love, their guilt, their control, they were wrong. I don't need forced family dinners or fake check-ins. I don't owe them explanations. Let them wonder where I went. Because deep down, they know, they pushed me away, and this time, I didn't come back. Here's the truth. The second I stopped asking for love and started demanding respect, they lost all control. They can call me selfish, cold, dramatic, I don't care. Because now, I wake up and breathe, I keep what I earn, I say no without guilt, and I don't hold my breath when my phone rings. I'm free, not because they let me go, but because I stopped waiting for their permission. Let them keep their fake love and empty apologies. They lost me, and that's the first cost they'll never cover. Thanks for watching. If you liked this video, please like, comment, and subscribe for more great stories. Don't forget to tap the notification bell, so you never miss an update. Share your thoughts in the comments, we love hearing from you. See you next time, and take care.